All right. I'm back. It's time to talk about Horizon Hunters Gathering. Let's be honest. There are legitimate reasons to criticize. I mean, let's be honest. The biggest criticism, honestly, is the gayness. I mean, is the guy on the cover a man or a woman? Why? And the people who choose to defend it, do you guys realize you're just how do you say this? Baphometic puppets. I don't want to sound like the usual and say satanic puppets, but Baphometic puppets, is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, Sony and Gorilla seemingly taking a great single player franchise and trying to force it into a multiplayer live service shaped business strategy. Gorilla originally described the game as a 3-player co-op action title with roguelike progressions, repeatable hunts, builds, social hub, and an unfolding campaign. And now, according to multiple recent reports, poor playtest feedback has apparently caused Sony to rethink the project, stripping back its live service ambitions and moving toward a smaller traditional co-op game. The actual problem, my biggest issue isn't multiplayer bad in single player game. It's identity, Horizon already had an identity. Alloy, huge environments, archaeological mystery, machine hunting, the tribal cultures is awesome and unique in games, exploration, deliberately paced storytelling, whether it's a good story or not, discovering what happened to the old world, and like enormous machines that actually felt enormous. Then Hunter's Gathering comes along, and the pitch becomes essentially pick a hunter from a 3-person squad, optimize your build, run missions, fight machines, return to the hub, repeat. It's a perfectly viable game concept, I guess. Generic, but it's the perfect generic. But it doesn't immediately scream Horizon. It screams, we have a successful IP. Let's find another multiplayer product that can live inside it. And that's particularly frustrating because Guerrilla itself says the original dream was players hunting machines together. That makes the concept defensible creatively. But the execution still has approved that this isn't just a familiar franchise wrapped around a repeatable service game formula. The timing makes it worse. Sony has already had several multiplayer projects run into trouble or get canceled, while Horizon 3 reportedly remains years away, and only a smaller team is currently working on it. That's where I think fans have a legitimate reason to be annoyed and raped. It's like, imagine being a Horizon fan thinking, where is the next giant single player adventure? And Sony's answer is, here's another multiplayer project. That isn't necessarily because the game itself is terrible or corny. I mean, it is corny, obviously, but it's because the priorities feel backwards. Horizon Hunter Gathering is Guerrilla's half-baked attempt to milk the Horizon IP into a 3-player co-op live service cash grab, with a cartoon Fortnite light art style that guts the grounded post-apocalyptic grit of the main games. It's like tactical machine hunting sounds. Fire on paper, until you realize the whole thing was built around endless replayable waves, roguelike perks, and social hubs designed for perpetual engagement, instead of a real story, or world, that respects what made, the trash game, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West work, playtesters hated it so much. They had to strip the live service nonsense, shrink the scope, and scramble for a December deadline, just to not get axed. Classic Sony live service corpse. Overpromise multiplayer forever, undeliver substance, then pivot when the numbers tank. It's like, okay. And of course it's forced, gay garbage, just like some corporate checklist, Baphomet Jews. And searching every major studio shoves in now to check boxes instead of writing characters that actually fit a tribal survivalist machine hunting setting, It's like, okay, it's like, why are people, of course, The Last of Us 2, made Game of the Year. A lot of people know the real reason why. It's not because of the gay, it's because of the thing in there that made the gay. The synagogue. And what's funny is I see trans people and LGBTQ gays hating on Jews in Reddit. It's like, whoa, what are you guys hating on Jews for? Don't hate on them. They made you. Anyway, nothing organic. Just the usual signaling that prioritizes ideology, over the world or the players who bought into Horizon. For the robots and for the ruins. It's like Horizon's Hunter's Gathering is what happens when a studio that once built a sharp, atmospheric single-player world decides the real money is in 3-player co-op loops, cartoon characters, and endless machine waves. They stripped the series, grounded tone for bright, stylized visuals, feel closer, to a battle pass simulator than a post-collapse wilderness. It's like the original pitch. A pitch leaned hard into live service retention tricks, perks, whatever, hubs, rotating missions until playtesters made it clear the formula was dead on arrival. Now they're frantically downsizing it into a smaller co-op story mode just to survive the year. It's like everything's baked in, It's like, why the fuck is this transgender? It's like, it has nothing to do with tribal survival or machine hunting. Transgenders didn't even exist back then. It's like they were literally made by the people I can't really say. And it's not even the name I said earlier. It's another name. It's like, it's like it's just shoved in, And it's like the reboot, it doesn't fix the core problem. Guerrilla spent years chasing the live service model everyone else already abandoned. Then had to gut it after playtesters rejected the shallow co-op loops, and bright cartoon art. Yeah, that clashes with everything Horizon was known for. What's left is a smaller, safer multiplayer game that still carries the sync of a project built for for metrics instead of a world. Everything remains, characters and dialogue, checking corporate checkboxes rather than serving the setting or the players. Same pattern every time. Every Marvel movie is weird. Every DC movie is weird. Retarded. I already said it's gay, so the story atmosphere gets subordinated to the checklist.